friends, my name is Lexi, and today I will be sharing with you 10 of my very favorite atmospheric reads for the summertime. Almost forgot that, that's an important bit. Hello friends, my name is Lexi and welcome back to my channel where we talk a lot about books. Evidently. So I have been thinking a lot about my very favorite atmospheric reads, and I realized that a lot of my very favorite atmospheric reads actually take place in the summertime, which is perfect because we are officially in the summertime, at least where I live. I thought it would be really fun to go ahead and put together a list of 10 books for you. But before we go on with the list, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Glasses USA. Hello! Do you need a new pair of glasses? Do you enjoy being fashionable, stylish, and matching your glasses to your outfits? Then Glasses USA is your match made in heaven. Glasses USA is the perfect place to go when you want premium glasses at a discounted price. They have the biggest range and selection for glasses, and all of them are at affordable prices.
By cutting out the middleman, GlassesUSA.com offers prescription and sunglasses at up to 70% off retail prices. Now, you can shop for all your eyewear needs online at affordable prices without leaving your home. They have a wide range of frames with over 9,000 styles to choose from, including in-house brands like Muse and designer brands like Ray-Ban. And whether you're in the market for sunglasses, prescription glasses, or blue light blocking glasses for your computer, GlassesUSA.com has you covered. Glasses USA also has a unique try-on feature that allows you to see how you'd look in any glasses you might want to purchase from the comfort of your own home. You can either upload a picture from your computer or pretend you're a model and take a picture. Match the red dots on the screen to your eyes and you'll be able to see the final results.
The first pair I have here are from Hilary Duff's line in the color green. They're the perfect accessory for plant moms anywhere and add a unique pop of color while still being sophisticated. Hi! I love plants and also anything that's the color green. The second pair of glasses are from Ray-Ban and sport a clear frame with a slight pink tint and smart-looking tortoiseshell frames in a light brown. These are perfect for everyday wear and also perfect for any vacation look. I am ready for the beach, the surf, and of course, I'm ready to see. So let me put these on. Now I can see. Finally, the final pair are the Belana model from Autotow, with beautiful blue and silver accents complementing its blue tortoiseshell frame. Perfect for a studious look that is also stylish and sophisticated. Yaps, hi. Did you do last night's homework? Because I kind of forgot. And if you are interested in purchasing from Glasses USA, if you need some new glasses, you can go ahead and check the link down for different links to go to Glasses USA, along with all of the links to go to all of my glasses that I have shown you today. So thank you again so much, Glasses USA, and without further ado, let's go back to the video. So let's go ahead and start first with the middle grade. So the middle grade that I would like to share with you today that is extremely atmospheric is King and the Dragonflies by Ikson Calendar. This is such a beautiful and very rich book filled with magical realism and touches of whimsy, but also the atmosphere in it is fire. This follows King, and King's brother has tragically just passed away, and this entire book is really about him trying to figure out the meaning of life, and he's also trying really hard to heal from the grief that he feels. In addition to that, we have some really important conversations because his friend Sandy has also just come out as gay. If you are a fan of gorgeous settings, I think you will love this. This takes place in the South. It is described very magically. I live in the South and I absolutely love how beautiful it is around here, and the way that the trees are described and the forest is described is really just gonna suck in any reader. My very first one, King and the Dragonflies. And now we are officially moving on to YA. Okay, so the first YA that I have here is A Million Junes by Emily Henry. This is a Shakespearean retelling of Romeo and Juliet. It focuses on Saul and June, who meet each other at a summer carnival. That's right, a summer carnival. It feels so whimsical and so magical and so romantic. So these two people meet at a carnival and June starts to fall for Saul, and then she realizes that Saul is actually her sworn enemy, which is kind of a problem if they're gonna make out. The entirety of the book is kind of exploring why their families hate each other so much and what all of the past tension and history means. And these two people are trying to navigate a way to get together. You will fall in love with the characters, but also this really glamorizes the land. June's father, who has tragically just passed away, was always stressing the importance of their land and the magic in their land between like the lakes and the forests and the orchards. Every single thing about this is just going to make you wish that you were there in their world. Next up, we have a book that is so unlike any other book I've ever read. It is one of the most unique thrillers, and I personally feel like everyone should read it, and that is Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl. So this book takes place in summertime, right before all of these friends from high school decide to go off to other colleges. They decide to get together and kind of try to relive their favorite memories. Things don't go according to plan because it is a book. They all decide to spend the night in this beautiful manor. It's like a seaside cliff mansion. The vibes in it are immaculate, you guys. You are going to want to live in this mansion, I am telling you what. And while they are all staying there for the night, a storm mysteriously blows in a stranger who tells them that time has been snagged on a loop. And these friends are fated to live the same day again and again until they can all make a unanimous decision. You have so much atmosphere in this world between the storm that happens every single night and the seaside cliff manor. Everything about this feels magical and lush and atmospheric. I think this would be perfect to read in the fall, but I definitely recommend it in the summer. Next up, we have yet another thriller that I am absolutely obsessed with, and that is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. So this book follows Cadence, and Cadence belongs to a very, very wealthy family who owns an island along the coast of New England. And on this island, all of her aunts and cousins actually have their own tiny bungalows, and every single summer they all go out. The cousins all have this wild time on the beach on their private island. You can kind of see where the atmosphere is coming. I mean, you've got a private island, you've got all of these mini mansions. Also, I love the little town that they often go to and they boat to. It's very, very atmospheric, but something very tragic and mysterious has happened, and Cadence does not remember what happened a few summers ago, and no one will tell her. And so now her and all of her cousins have discovered that they are lying about something. Next up, we have one of my very favorite books of all time. I mean, granted, they are all in that category, but whatever. And that is Summer of Salt, and this is by Katrina Leno. The vibes in this, immaculate. This takes place, you guessed it, off of the coast of New England on an island. I definitely have a type as far as atmospheric books that I like, and it is anything coastal and New England set. Just, I don't know, it makes me happy, you know? So this follows Georgina, and Georgina belongs to a very special family where all of the women in this family actually all have magical abilities, and they discover their magical ability before the age of 18. Georgina is still waiting for her magic to show up, but this is the summer that she turns 18, and if she turns 18 before she discovers her magical ability, that means that she does not have a magical ability. This is also the summer that she meets Prue, who is a tourist, and they develop a little bit of a summer romance. This has so many important messages. It is so lyrically put and well written, but also you will absolutely fall in love with the setting, with the characters, and with the magic in this story. Next up, we have got one of the most underrated books, in my opinion. I feel like more people should talk about this, but I don't think they really know about it, and that is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. So this follows Penny, and Penny lives off of the coast of Oregon. You thought I was gonna say New England, didn't ya? Tricked ya. So Penny lives off of the coast of Oregon on this little island called Sparrow, and the island is cursed. So there's like this legend on this island that there were 3 sisters who were long ago stoned and drowned for being witches by all of the men in this town. As the legend goes, every single summer these witches come back and possess the bodies of girls, and then each one drowns a boy, kind of almost as like a revenge for dying themselves. And so this book is exploring that curse, but also Penny finds a new boy who comes to town named Bo, and she is worried that this curse is actually real and she wants to protect Bo from whatever is happening. Next up, we have The Last True Poets of the Sea, and this is by Julia Drake. Again, New England coastal vibes. We love to see it. So this particular book is about Violet, and Violet's brother Sam has just tried to commit suicide. And so Sam is spending the summer trying to get better in a hospital with his parents. And because Violet has been acting out a lot, she is being sent to spend the summer with her uncle, who lives in this very magical little town off of the coast of New England. Violet is actually convinced that her family is cursed, and that if she finds the ship that brought over her great-great-grandparents, she will somehow reverse this curse. I just love the setting. I love the coast. I love the way Julia Drake describes the sea. I love the people. This entire book is definitely gonna wanna make you pack all of your bags and move to New England by the sea. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. And the last YA that I have here is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I talk about this book a lot. I am aware that I talk about this book a lot, but the reason is because it is, in my opinion, unmatched. So this book follows two twins, Noah and Jude, and they have been inseparable until a tragic event pulls them apart when they are 13. This book is told in two different perspectives. We follow Noah when he is 13, and then we follow Jude after the event when she is 16. And as readers, we are trying to figure out what exactly tore them apart when they were completely inseparable before. It is heartbreaking. And that is it for my YA books, so let's go ahead and move on to adults. Okay guys, let's go ahead and move on to my adult books, starting with The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. Now, I will tell you that this is a book that you will either love or you will hate. I don't really know a lot of people who are in between and just give it 3 stars. And the reason is because it's weird. I think it's okay for me to say that. This is Neil Gaiman's most experimental work. This is actually a novella. It just looks really thick because this is like the illustrated edition, and it's absolutely beautiful. But the actual edition of it, like the original, is very, very short, and it's absolutely brilliant. Like, it's completely genius in every single way. There will be no further discussion at this time. The Ocean at the End of the Lane follows an unnamed narrator who is going back to his childhood house when one of his parents has tragically died. And wow, death is like in a lot of this stuff. And once he is there after the funeral, he decides to visit his best friend's house, where they used to pretend that the pond at the end of this girl's house was actually an ocean at the end of the world. And when he goes back there, he kind of reverts back to being a child. And we remember the summer when he was 8 years old and he really grew up for the first time. This is a story about friendship between him and Lottie. This is a story about growing up. This again focuses a lot on family dynamics. This is also really, really hard to categorize. It's definitely adult. However, at times it reads like a whimsical middle grade. At times it reads like horror. At times it reads like science fiction, and then it switches to fantasy, and you just don't know what's happening. But the atmosphere in this is beautiful. There's crackling fires, there are storms that carry magic on their winds, there's hot summer days, and there's playing. And I love the way that food is described in this. Every single thing is absolutely genius and an A+, and Neil Gaiman absolutely at the peak of his game with this book. You have to read it. And then finally, the very last book is gonna be a book that no one will be surprised about because I've mentioned it in basically every single video that I have made since reading it. And that is The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. This book is so perfect for summer that I don't know a more perfect book that I would recommend for summer. So this book follows Linus Baker, and Linus Baker is a caseworker for magical orphans. So his entire job is basically going to different magical orphanages or orphanages with magical children, and he likes to make sure that the children are safe so that their power isn't gonna harm them, and it's also not gonna harm anyone around them. And then one day he is sent on a top secret mission to the house in the Cerulean Sea, where the children there could cause the destruction of the world. I love it so much. We've got the atmosphere of being on this little island in the middle of the sea. We've got the journey there with train rides and boat rides and ferries. And then we've got all of these wonderful little children who all have these beautiful magical abilities and will completely steal your heart. Every single thing about this book is perfect. I've heard people describe this as a warm hug, and I absolutely agree. Pick this up if you are someone who falls in love with characters easily, and pick this up if you want a nice, easy-paced book that's just gonna feel like a warm hug on a sunny day. And that, you guys, are all of the books. I had so much fun making this list. I hope you have found a couple of books that sound appealing to you, and if you have any atmospheric books that you would like to recommend me, please let me know down below. And also a huge thank you once again to Glasses USA for sponsoring this video. I am so honored that you wanted to work with me. I've been buying your glasses for years. I feel like such a big fangirl, actually. Thank you again so much. Oh, and all the links will be, again, down below. Okay. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And until next time, book lovers, keep your head in the clouds and your heart in a book. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye!
Always think of you when spring comes, like it's something in the air at that time.